Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Happy Visas. My name is Philip Port and today I'm going to be speaking about child abduction. What should I do if I think my wife, sorry ladies, it's often the women that take the kids overseas. What should I do if I think my kids are about to leave the UK, the United Kingdom? Now I'm going to give an example of British man, Russian lady, couple of kids, dual nationality, the kids, Russian and English, and they want to go back to Russia. What can I do about it? Well, before I talk about the drastic measures, the first thing I would recommend that the husband does, try to initiate counselling, mediation. It worked for me more than 20 years ago. I got my daughter back, so I would recommend mediation. Definitely works. It's a much cheaper option. It's the best way. You guys are going to be saying a lot of sorry. You're going to be admitting a lot of things you never did. But yeah, what you're trying to do is get your kids back or stop them leaving. Now, in most instances, it's normally gone too far. By the time it gets to that stage, mediation is not going to work. So what you should do then is, the first thing, they've got dual nationality, contact the Russian embassy, let them know. Contact the passport office, make sure the kids are not issued British passports. I would also do a port alert. So when, contact the police, explain the situation. They will contact, Heathrow, Gatwick, Dover, any port of exit. There will be a port alert where the kids will not be allowed to leave the UK. I would also, let's say excuse the French, the shit hits the fan and the kids are back in Russia. What can you do then? Well, the cheap and cheerful, you can throw money at it. You can, get the British lawyers involved and things like that. But I think that's ridiculously expensive. Most people cannot afford it. So what I would do? I would contact Reunite International Child Abduction Centre. They're a great charitable organisation, and they will help you, give you lots of free advice and things like that. The second thing I would do, I would get a visa. I'd explain the situation to the Russian embassy that you need to see your kids, and I would appoint a lawyer or a solicitor in Russia. They're much, much cheaper. If you're spending a couple of £100 an hour in the United Kingdom, you're probably going to be spending about £15-20 an hour in Russia. You're not going to be spending that much. Maybe a little bit more in Moscow, maybe slightly more, but it's still ridiculously cheap compared to the United Kingdom. So the first thing I would do, fly to Russia, find a good family lawyer, explain the situation, that you just want to see your kids, you want to get access to your children. The legal system is very fair in Russia, especially when it comes to family law. I think it's probably more fairer than the British system when it comes to rights of a father visiting their child. So they're not going to prejudice against you because you're British and she's a Russian woman. I've been here many years. They're going to look at it as they're going to look at it fair. They might ask you to pay some child support, which would be about 30% of your salary. So there is the downside that they might ask you to contribute. So yeah, that's what I would do. But look, you've got to find a solution for the kids. Go for mediation if you can. Explain the situation about, your wife is going to have restricted travel if she doesn't bring the kids back. Maybe compromise and say the kids can stay in Russia as long as you get access to them, as long as you can chat with them on Skype and things like that. So try and come up with a deal and tell her that you'll support them. Do your child support and things like that, and just try to compromise. Don't let the emotions take over. And explain to your wife it's financial suicide. Legal aid has to be paid back. Solicitors are ridiculously expensive. You're taking time off work, being in Russia or away from your business. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. So at all times, I would recommend you try to compromise. You try to negotiate. Sorry, and just bow down. Most important thing, you want to see your kids. Now, if you need any help finding a good family lawyer in Russia, if this has happened to you, drop me a line. I'll happily find somebody who can help you. I understand it's an emotional roller coaster. The most important thing is to stay, level-headed. It's very, very tough situation. I've been there, and I feel for you guys who are watching this video and it's happened to. It's not very nice. Please subscribe if you like the video. Please press the like button. Please make a few comments. Thank you guys. Cheers.